What's up? What's up? It's your boy here. Look, I want to talk about dreaming big. I talk about this all the time, especially on the multiple different platforms that I'm on, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, things like that. I speak about dreaming all the time because dreaming is an important factor in who I am and ultimately what I think that makes a good business. And the reason that I think it makes a good business model, because it's what sets you apart from other businesses. It's what's going to set you apart from somebody else. Is nobody's going to dream like you. Nobody's dreaming what you're dreaming. Nobody's running and chasing and seeking the same thing that you're chasing. Like, okay, I mean, some people want a flashy car or a flashy house. That's not a dream. That's just like a wish. It's like nobody's dreaming about a car. Now, a different aspect might be you might be dreaming for the financial freedom to afford whichever car you choose. I definitely got that dream. Lots of people have that dream. But that's not the dream that makes me unique. You know what I'm saying? That's not the dream that particularly fits Corey B. Now, that's what you got to get at. You got to get at what really fits you and what really makes you the individual that you are. It comes down to dreaming and dreaming big. But you've got to, like I said, pinpoint what it is that you dream about that's different from everybody else, that sets you apart. Like, what if you could do anything, if you could do anything you want to do and make it your own and do it for your family, how would you put that together? What would that look like? And like I said, dream big. God tells us to come to me expecting, right? God says come. He wants us to come. Okay, and see, the greatest analogy and perspective about God that I've ever had that ultimately makes me understand God, because I don't think most people understand God. Like, most of us don't. And I don't think we're meant to. At least on some level, we're not meant to. Maybe on small levels, we're supposed to be able to wrap our head around God, our Father. But for the most part, I don't think we're meant to just fully grasp God. I think He's too big for us to grasp, right? But that's okay, because see, what I think is the key. Like I said, the analogy that works for me is a father, because I'm a father, right? God's our Father in heaven. I look at my dad. More so my mom, because my mom was always there. My dad was there for part of my life when I was younger, and now he's back in my life now that I'm older. And I know how my dad cares about me, and I know how he cared about me. But there was a gap in my life where he wasn't present, right? But my mom she was always there. She was there through this, that, and everything. This, that, everything in between, the good, the bad, the ugly. She was there for all of it. And there was nothing I couldn't come to my mom. Now, not everybody's got that relationship with their parent, but I know I did with my mom. I know I could come to my mom about absolutely anything. I told her when I was in trouble. Like, I went to my mom, I was like, I got in trouble. I remember I ditched school. And I came and I told my mom, I was like, yeah, they're going to call you. I told her I ditched school. And she's like, why would you do that? I was like, stupid. It's like, it was weird because it was my birthday. Check this out. I was in 9th grade and it was my birthday and I had to go to school. And I didn't want to go to school. And so I got there, I showed up at the school, and my buddy, we were hanging out in the mall area in the morning, and he was like, dude, let's bounce and it's your birthday. And I was like, it's like, for real, we should. And he was just kidding. But before we knew it, we found ourselves walking away from the school. We got all the way across the field, and we were like, oh, it's too late to turn back now. We're done. And then once we went to his house, his parents were at work. We went to his house. We went in, played some video games and stuff, and then all of a sudden it dawned on us, we're like, they call home when you miss. They call the house. And I was like, luckily for me, I knew Mama was going to be busy that day, so I knew she wasn't going to answer the phone, but I knew they were going to call back, right? So I went home that afternoon, I caught the bus home, went home, and I erased the message. Man, one thing after another, I ended up missing the next 3 days because I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, oh man, I'm just done for, right? After I missed 3 days of school, I went to my mom. I was like, you know what? I missed school. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I straight up ditched. Like, the last 3 days, I was going to get in trouble for missing the first day, and it was my birthday. And yeah, I got in trouble. She was not happy with me. Not even to say the least, she was not happy. But I went to her and I talked to her. I talked to her about everything. Like, my mom talked to me. But the thing is, God wants us to have that relationship where we come to Him. Come to Him when we're in trouble. We come to Him with our dreams. We come to Him with our hopes. We come to him with our problems. Like a lot of people, like God's like this Mr. Fix-It, right? Hey God, I'm in a bind. Oh my gosh, I'm sick. I need to get better. Oh Lord, my car broke down. Lord, help me, bail me out of this. Like you look to God to bail you out of problems. But how often do you just sit in relationship with him and just have these open discussions with Lord and just continue to grow and develop and really, really connect? Like that's what he wants from us. And so if God is seeking that from us and he wants you to come to him expecting, it says that, scripture says, God says, come to me expecting. He wants us to come to him. That doesn't mean we're always going to get what we expect. It doesn't mean we're always going to get what we want. But he does say, come expecting. God also says he wants you to pray. He wants you to be bold and audacious. You know what that means? You wrap your head, like pray huge. Like he wants you to pray a God-sized prayer, right? Pray a God-sized prayer. So he says, pray for this. And he's going to, like, because he wants to show off. Like God loves to show off for his children. So that way, if he can bless you in a way that you could turn around and say, hey, everybody, look what just happened. Ain't no way I can take credit for that because my God, he did that. I couldn't have done that on my own. There's no way I could have done it. Corey B, I wouldn't have landed in Wyoming on my own. Ain't no chance. What would I do in Wyoming? I'm a Texas boy, born and bred. Ain't no question about it. That's me. That's who I am. I've always been in Texas my whole life, and I ain't never leaving Texas. Here I am in Wyoming talking about I'm looking for my new home. It's because God led me here. God led me here. Me and Kimberly followed his lead with these different things that he set up in our lives. And we were just like, trying to look for a way out of a bad situation that we was in. And before we knew it, he led us here. And now we're coming to him boldly and audaciously and dreaming big and saying, look, Lord, I want a house. Not only do I want a house, I want a ranch. I want this kind of ranch. These are the things that I want. I want to be able to take care of my family, my boys. I want to grow crops and fruits and vegetables. And I want to grow these things for my family. And I want to have animals for my family. And I want to be able to minister to other people around me. I want this platform that I'm right here on right now, that I'm making this video, that people always talk about how everybody's like silencing us. This platform right here allows me to speak to you in any manner that I want. I'm speaking to you and I'm sharing my ministry to you. I'm sharing to you my wisdom and my knowledge about business, my wisdom and my knowledge that I've learned about life through my trials and tribulations that I've faced, through the things that I've watched my family, my mom, my uncle, my dad, the different things that they've faced. And I'm like, you know what? This is how you can overcome those things. And if I can come to you and I can say, hey, these are the things that they did. These are the things that I did. These are the things that I know that will set you back. And these are the things that will thrust you forward. And I know that God has set me up with all these things. God has lined these things up and put a fire in my heart for me to be able to speak these things out to you. God says, come to him expecting. I want a platform. I want to help. I want to help. I want to provide for my family, but I want to have freedom to go out and help. I want to go out in freedom to not only minister to people like this, but I want freedom to be able to literally hands-on go there and be with people and help them through different situations. Kimberly has the same desires in her heart. She doesn't even fully know all the things that she wants to do, but they're there. I know they're there. I hear her talking about it, and I'm like, that's what you want to do? And she's like, oh, that is. And I'm like, it is. It is. I know. I see it. She's got that passion. God planted this fire and this seed inside of her. We went to a prayer, there was a traveling minister from Texas that, oddly enough, on Father's Day last year in Wyoming, a minister from Texas came to preach to us, right? And she literally prayed over us, and she said she could see my shoes on fire, that she knew I was about to move. Things were about to happen. And it's true. And I asked God big and boldly and audaciously, God, show me the way to get these things done. Show me the way to develop this financial freedom for my family, this time freedom for my family, so we don't have these things that are holding us back and keeping us down, and we're living in the world and of the world, and we're having to be bound by the world's limitations. I don't want that, Lord. I want to be able to be free within the world, to live according to the kingdom, to live a kingdom lifestyle, to live the way he designed me to be. That's what I want. And he set me up. He set me up good. I want you to dream big. What is it you want? What is it that makes you you? What is it that's going to make your particular business, your particular goals, your particular thing, that your mission, your desire, your passion, what makes it so you, so unique from everybody else, that when you go out and do it, everybody's going to see it and everybody's going to be like, that guy's different. That lady right there, man, she's different. They're going to see you as different. And it's not different as in a bad thing. It's not even different as in an arrogant thing. It's different as in they're different than all the other guys out there, and I relate to them because I've been through that just like them. I talk like them, I think like them, I walk like them. They're gonna have something that's like them. Man, I can't help it. I reference sports in everything I do. That guy's like me. He references sports every time he preaches, or every time he's giving a business analogy, every time he's doing a motivational speech. Gary V's one of them. He gets out, and every time he gets up there, he's always talking about the Jets. He, like 9 times out of 10, he's got a backwards Jets ball cap on, because that's him. So if you're passionate about football but you hate the Jets, you can relate to him because you're like, you know what? This guy's just like me. We get it. You know, that's what makes him him. What makes you you, right? What makes you you? It might be something small like a cap. It might be something big, like a message that you're trying to put out there, or the way, the fire that drives you. Whatever it is, tap into it. Take the time on a daily basis to reflect on who you are and the mission you're trying to put out there, and dive into that, give into it. Don't hold back and don't try to conform to anything that anyone or anyone else is trying to put forth for you. God will help you get there. Give into exactly what you are and who you are. Just like my little man right here. This is one of the many things that make me me. So I can relate to many dads out there trying to build their business and develop their life and trying to reach their goals and their potential, but they got kids and they're like, well, how am I going to get it all done? Right, just like this. With them right there. Why not? Why not let them be right there in it? Because then not only are they seeing you witness, they're seeing you build, they're seeing you grow, but other people are seeing that they can get through it too, just like you. All right, it's your boy. Like, subscribe, ding that bell. I want you to share this. That's what I want. I want you, I request every single person that watches this, share it with at least one, share it with 2 people. Let's go bigger. Share it with 2 people. Share this. Man, ain't nobody gonna try to, some people might. Corey's challenging you to go 25. I'm saying share it with at least 2 people. Take this.
You just have to tell us your name in the comment and we'll give you free merch. But that'll be later.
Take this video, just hit that little share button, message it, email it, whatever. Send it to somebody right now. Send it to 2 people. Your brother, your cousin, your sister, your homegirl at work. Send it to somebody. Your neighbor across the street. All right, it's your boy. I love y'all. I'm out.